Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the environment, the resources, and how human beings have exploited and used the resources, and what are the negative impacts of it on the environment. As the global population is increasing drastically, therefore a lot of demand is there for the resources because resources enable us to satisfy our needs and requirements. So we are putting a lot of pressure on the natural resources which we are obtaining from the ecosystem. Fossil fuel mining and drilling has also become a very significant part of the national economy of many countries of the world. And a lot of cultures, political economy, as well as systems and settlements are affected by the availability of resources. More the resources available, higher the population of that particular area. Such an example is the availability of coal in abundance in United Kingdoms has led to the industrial revolution. So basically the development and prosperity of any region largely depends upon the availability of any particular resource in that particular region. So, generally, when we talk about resources, we talk about two categories. One is the non renewable resource, and the other is renewable resource. Let's talk about non renewable resources first. They are the fossil fuels, which are a very important source of energy for many countries, and they are basically non renewable because they cannot be renewed back in the environment again and again. Their number is and their supply is finite. Fossil fuels are burnt in electric power plants to provide us with energy, and this energy is used by vehicles, by aircrafts, by railways, by ships. So, basically, whatever energy we obtain in order to function these machines, we use and we obtain it from the fossil fuels, which causes a lot of air pollution and also air quality reduction. So, combustion of the fossil fuels has resulted in a considerable amount of reduction in air quality, which is in fact a very huge international concern. The major fossil fuels are mainly coal, natural gas, as well as natural oil or petroleum. So we should know first of all how these fossil fuels are formed and why is it so important to conserve them. Like coal, which was formed by primordial plant material in swamps that had got buried under the earth's surface and metamorphosized and formed into hardened carbon, which is coal, through time period. So, oil and natural gas is also produced from microscopic organisms at the bottom of the ocean, which happened in the prehistoric times and had transformed into fossil fuels. The majority of oil reserves are there in the Middle Eastern countries, including Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, and all the OPEC countries. So, the burning of fossil fuels is causing a lot of impact on the atmosphere. It is leading to air pollution, the reduction of air quality that we are breathing in, leading to various health issues. And there is a considerable amount of fossil fuels which are burned every year, which is leading to a drastic change in the atmosphere as well as in the climatic conditions, which is a matter of deep concern at international levels. An important pollutant that has received worldwide attention and is creating a lot of havoc is the chlorofluorocarbon emissions CFCs, due to which the ozone layer is getting impacted deeply. So, the main cause of all these international issues regarding the pollution of the globe or the earth is suspected anthropogenic or human activities, which is leading to the warming of the earth's atmosphere, the climatic changes, air pollution, water pollution, solid waste disposal, and other such concerns. The concept of climatic change has been concerning scientists over many years, and the issue of global warming occurs both by natural as well as anthropogenic activities. That is why it's so complex. So, a number of scientists all over the world are highly concerned about the rise in temperature in the lower levels of atmosphere due to different human activities, which is leading to global warming. As a result of which, there is a rise in the sea level. There is also frequency or high frequency of storms, as well as drought conditions, and greater number of heat injuries, skin problems, forest fires, etc., are caused because of all these issues, as burning of coal, natural gas, and oil is extremely hazardous. Even if the Earth's climatic system is very complicated, scientists have also advocated that there was a slight warming of temperatures, a few degrees centigrade, in the average temperature of the Earth since Industrial Revolution, and because of the increased level of carbon dioxide, which is a global warming gas which was included or emitted in the atmosphere. Scientists have been measuring this atmospheric carbon dioxide in Hawaii since 1960s, and it has been advocated that there has been an upward trend in carbon dioxide production. So, why does this greenhouse effect happen? It happens because the long waves or terrestrial radiation which is emitted from the Earth's surface, whatever radiations which are absorbed by the Earth is radiated back into the space in the form of long waves. It is again absorbed by certain greenhouse gases which are present in the lower levels of atmosphere. So, this absorption of the heat energy as well as the re radiation of the long waves forms a kind of a blanket in the lower levels of the atmosphere and does not allow the heat energy to escape into the space. And this phenomena is called as greenhouse effect. But this greenhouse effect is also essential for the earth, because if it would not have been there, then the temperature of the earth would have been 35 degrees cooler than the present temperature, and life would not have existed on the earth. So the greenhouse gases, they trap the heat energy, does not allow the heat energy to escape, thus resulting in an increase in the earth's normal temperature, which is called as global warming. So which is enabling all kinds of natural hazards. So there has been a lot of international efforts to curb the emission of such anthropogenic activities, which can lead to the addition of all these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, thus leading to global warming. So there has been a lot of efforts put in by all the governments of various countries to control the greenhouse effect and the global warming. One of such effort was done and began as early as the Kyoto Protocol in 1997. It was an agreement which was signed and ratified by many countries around the world. The countries vowed and they had promised, according to the Kyoto Protocol, to reduce the greenhouse gas emission in their own country. USA had never ratified the treaty, as India and China were the biggest producers of carbon dioxide, and they did not require to reduce their emissions according to the Kyoto Protocol. But other countries had vowed to reduce it, and still there are so many dialogues for the lowering of emissions. Another such example is the recent Paris Climatic Summit of 2015 to 16, which was signed by 194 countries. It is a newest plan for the global cooperation in reducing carbon dioxide emission and also reducing temperature up to 2 degrees centigrade above the pre-industrial levels. So atmospheric pollutants are supposed to be reduced so that the temperature can also be reduced. Atmospheric pollutants also involve in the lowering of ozone layer. Ozone layer is a very essential layer which is found in the stratosphere or the upper layer of the atmosphere around 10 to 50 kilometers from the surface. It protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet radiations, and this ultraviolet radiation can also harm your skin, causing sunburns and skin cancers. Scientists believe that the emission of chlorofluorocarbon CFCs is the main cause of ozone layer depletion, which is emitted from refrigerators, and various aerosols and equipments which can damage the ozone layer. So there has been a very dangerous thinning of ozone layer around the South Pole during the Antarctic spring. It began in 1987. So 105 scientists have signed an international agreement known as Montreal Protocol. They participated and agreed to reduce the consumption and production of CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbons, to curb the production and the emission of chlorofluorocarbons so that the ozone layer can be protected. So this started from the year 2000 in the Montreal Protocol, and countries even continue working for substituting CFCs. Apart from all the anthropogenic efforts that we are making to protect the earth from global warming and to reduce it, as well as to protect the earth from chlorofluorocarbons, there are some natural phenomena which is also happening along with the anthropogenic activities which can create a balance in the atmosphere, in the environment, like the flow of ocean currents which transports temperature from the warm and the cool pools of oceans. And then we have other phenomena like El Nino, La Nina, photosynthesis, then also the extent of global sea ice. All these are the natural environmental conditions to protect the earth. Then the formation of cloud cover, the cycling of carbon, the volcanic activities, all these are few climatic controls which are natural.